Hi, I wanted to talk about Luke's lymphoma. Sorry about how I look. It's like almost 8. I've spent all day at school doing biology, so I'm pretty tired. Um, so Luke was showing signs of lost appetite, really excessive fluid intake, like excessively drinking water, like obsessively, and urinating, and he was also vomiting. And he had been incontinent at that point, which is very unusual for him. He does not like that. So we took him to the vet, and they did tests, and they found elevated calcium levels and low blood cell count. And they wanted to do like steroids and do X-rays and all this stuff. And didn't really have the money for really extensive testing. I just thought, maybe he's got a cold or something, I don't know. Some antibiotics or something, but that didn't happen. So I took him home and was hoping he was going to get better, and he didn't get better. His appetite actually became less. So I took him back in, and they did the X-rays. X-rays were fine. Luke is a 10-year-old pit bull, so he has arthritis in his spine, which is normal for him. So, and he was having some neurological things and more lethargic and what have you. So anyways, his X-ray turned out normal, and then they did some other test. I can't remember, but that turned out normal. And so they did a lympectomy. They took a sample, tested his lymph nodes for somehow. And then, while we were waiting for those test results to come back, they gave us a prescription for 15 milligrams of an antidepressant medication, which is also a appetite stimulant. So we took him home, gave him the appetite stimulant for a couple days. He didn't eat the first day, but the second day he did good. He ate chicken and rice and beef, and it seemed like he was doing pretty good. There was still a lot of stuff that he didn't want to eat. And so then got the call about the results, and they said he did have lymphoma. And they have steroid treatments which will prolong their life like 4 to 6 months. Or you could do chemotherapy, and you'll get another year with them if you're lucky. And, everyone's decision is personal and their own. And I've worked hospice for many years, and so some cases it is quality over quantity. And depending on the patient, and when you have animals and they're part of your family, you know them and they'll tell you what they want. And he is slowing down, and I think even if I did have access to unlimited funds, I still wouldn't go the aggressive route, because he's not in pain right now, and he's not the most comfortable, and he is really upset for some reason when, like, I offer him treats and food and stuff. He starts shaking, and it makes him upset, and I'm not sure why that is. But, maybe it's because he likes that stuff, but he just can't bring himself to eat it, which I'm not sure why. But, so I don't know. But he is a senior dog. He's got, starting to get cataracts and everything. And I'm just gonna, as long as he's comfortable and I can keep him happy and he's got quality of life, and that's the route I'm gonna go. There are,
a lot of things. I think leukemia and lymphoma in canines is very aggressive. And and if you're going to fight it, and the dog seems like he's a fighter and he's trying to fight it, and that's a route that you want to go, you really need to do immediate treatment. Because when they go downhill fast. And Luke has lost a significant amount of weight. And yeah. So the symptoms with the elevated calcium and the white blood cell count, first thought hypercalcemia. And then when it was later determined that he was, had lymphoma. I mean, the process it's a lot, and it's intense, and there's a lot of tests, and you're talking about, like, over $1,000, and then if you do chemo, it's $5,000 to $6,000, but it's like, he's your child, animals are your children, they're, like, part of the family, so, but it could be, like, an episode of House trying to figure out what's wrong with these guys, because they can't tell you where they're hurting or what their symptoms are. So, but, as far as symptoms for him, he was, he was losing his appetite, he was drinking water excessively, he had vomiting, lethargia, incontinence, and he had some neurological issues along with that. And, he's still doing okay so far. He's comfortable and everything, and hopefully, if the weather's not too bad, I'm going to take him out to the lake or the beach or whatever and play catch and stuff, because he likes that. But, yeah. It's just hard. And so I just thought I would share what we're going through and how we're dealing with his diagnosis and everything. And, it's hard. But if you do get leukemia, or if you do get chemotherapy, it can prolong their life another year. And then with steroid treatments, it's like about 4 to 6 months. So we're opting out of that. And if he does get to the point where he is in pain, then of course we're not going to let him suffer. But he's loved, and he's loving, and he's a good boy, and we love him. And that's the update so far.